Welcome to this talk over PowerPoint on the BTEC National Engineering Qualification that you will have the possibility to study next year at Carterton Community College Sixth Form. A quick bit on the course overview of this BTEC engineering course. It is a 2-year course. When you complete it, you'll be leaving with a BTEC Level 3 National in Engineering. The extended certificate is the specific qualification. That is equivalent to an A-level in engineering. During the 2 years, you'll be assessed on 4 units. One of those is a traditional exam sat in the exam hall based around mainly your maths and physics knowledge. The other is a synoptic exam. The synoptic exam is a 3-day exam where you are given a problem by BTEC and you have to research, come up with a solution and be able to present it in a written format. And then there is 2 internally assessed units which are externally moderated to ensure the quality of our course. I'll go more into those internal assessment units later on in this PowerPoint. So, should I be an engineer? Well, do you like to solve problems? Do you look at situations and trying to either solve them or make them more efficient, cost effective? Well, if the answer to that question is yes, then becoming an engineer is a good route for you. And especially now, as engineering is one of the biggest growing sectors in the UK and more so in the local area. When we ask students, they believe that engineering careers are oily and greasy, and for some jobs this can be true. However, the vast majority of careers in engineering are working on things like working with robots, saving the world by designing the next wind turbine, traveling the world with a winning F1 team, working on developing new vaccines if we ever need them. The list could go on and on forever and ever, really. Just in the local area, we've got aerospace engineering, aeronautical engineering, chemical engineering, as we've already talked about, to name but a few. There is a good link here at the bottom to show you what engineering in the modern world looks like. What opportunities will I get on this course? Well, apart from the great teaching, learning opportunities in the workshop, classroom and ICT suite, we believe that engineering doesn't just happen in these locations. So we like to try and get you out as much as possible into working in engineering environments, as long as it isn't interrupting your other studies. In year 2, you'll do a minimum of 2 weeks work experience in an engineering placement as part of your studies. You'll also have the opportunity to show your leadership abilities as part of our STEM Ambassador program, which is going to be launched in the next couple of weeks. And plus much more. Engineering is such a fast-moving sector that we believe we have to be flexible as a subject to try and give you the best experience possible. What will the 2 years of the course look like to you? Well, when you join us in year 1, the first thing that we need to do is skill you up. That is your maths knowledge, your physics knowledge, as well as engineering standard knowledge, and also your practical skills. We spend a bit of time doing a few mini practical projects first to skill you up from taking from that year 11 student up to what we'd expect in sixth form. And then after that, we move into your first assessment, which is unit 2. And this is a teamwork exercise. We have to deliver a product that you'll be given by me as part of a 3 to 4 person team. A very important skill for when you're going out into the big wide world after Carterton Community College Sixth Form. This is an internally assessed unit, however, it's then moderated externally. Alongside this, we'll also continue with your Unit 1 knowledge, and that is engineering principles. And we aim for you to sit your exam for this at the end of year 1. It is an internally assessed exam that you'll sit alongside any other exam you're doing at the same time. Now, the great thing about this course is that you have a second opportunity if that exam doesn't go as you wish. In year 2, when you come back, we go on to Unit 9, work experience in an engineering sector. And this is where you'll get the opportunity to spend at least 2 weeks in an engineering location of either that we can arrange for you, or you can arrange for yourself in a location you think will be more adequate for you. This is again an internally assessed unit, but once again externally assessed. And then we move on to preparing for your final assessed unit, which is Unit 3, Engineering, Product Design and Manufacture. This is an externally assessed synoptic exam. As I said earlier in the PowerPoint, it is based over 3 days, and we generally sit that in the January of your second year. Again, with this unit, if things don't go as you so wish, or you want to improve your grade, you'll have the opportunity to resit this exam along with your Unit 1 exam at the end of Year 2. So I hope by this point you're already thinking engineering, that is the area that I would like to go into. But why study engineering at Carterton? Well, we've got a good history of getting good outcomes for students doing engineering at Carterton Community College Sixth Form. And I'm not just talking about good grades. That is obviously part of it. But our students have also gone on to work with many companies, going to university to do degrees and high-tech apprenticeships. As we sort of say at Carterton, that actually you being happy later on in life is far more important to us than you achieving the best grades possible. And so we do a lot of work as part of our partnership with the RAF, BMW, Air Tanker, to name but a few of the companies that we work with, to help you to prepare for moving on from Carterton. Part of the reason these companies like to work with us is because of the quality of the students that come off our courses. They say that the students are ready to almost fit straight into their companies. And that's because we spend a lot of time not only focusing on the theory work and ensuring that you're going to get good grades, but we also prepare you with all those soft skills like teamwork, like resilience, those types of things that actually what a lot of companies and universities are shouting out for. Obviously, by this point, I am hoping that you are saying, I want to study engineering and I want to study engineering at Carterton. The next question is, can I study engineering at Carterton? Well, this is what we like to see from prospective students. Someone who is willing to make mistakes and learn from them. If you're not willing to make the mistakes in the first place, then you're going to have a real struggle to further your knowledge on this course. Someone who can work in a variety of different environments, from working individually to being part of a team to deliver an engineering solution. Someone who takes directions well, but is also willing to lead and not waiting always to be told what to do. And someone who sees a lesson as a starting point and wants to build on that knowledge with further reading, listening to podcasts, watching videos, etc. Now, obviously, we do have some grade requirements for this course. Merit or level 7 or higher in engineering, level 1, that's the equivalent of a GCSE. A level 7 or higher in maths, and a level 7 or higher in physics GCSE. Now, the reason that we want these two as well as the engineering is because maths and physics take such a core part of the course that we want to make sure that your knowledge and your skills are up to that level. Now, we can be flexible with some of these grades for the right students, but the best thing is to come and talk to me, Mr. Dory, about that. The reason that we have set these grade requirements is not just so we can cherry pick the best of the best, but it is so that we ensure that you are not going to struggle on this course halfway through it because your maths or your physics levels are just not quite up there. And we do also understand, and we do get some students that haven't studied engineering that want to come and do engineering at level 3. And the best thing, again, I say is to come and talk to me about that. Well, thank you for listening to me about the BTEC engineering course at Carterton Community College Sixth Form. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to come and either find me or email me at rdory@carterton.oxon.sch.uk. And as a little extra, there I have put a link here to a good YouTube clip of an inspirational engineer. Many thanks. Goodbye.